Day 2 and Jendre had dragged us out of bed early for an important service.
The plan is to observe the departure of the pilgrimage. It's a very special moment because almost 1,000 people would head town of Czestochowa in South Poland, which is 500 kilometers from here.
That's over 2 weeks walking to the Black Madonna. It's a journey made by tens of thousands from across this 95% Catholic country. And we'd be joining them, for a while at least.
Yeah, he's going the whole way. What? Yeah, to the end. He's doing this every year.
For how many years?
Yeah. 10 years when he was healthy, and then 13 years after the accident. Yeah.
And Michael, you're doing a great job. Tell me why it's important for you to do it. What does it give you?
I'm going because my studies are so hard, and I think maybe God can help me in some way.
Marta was one of many young pilgrims, but there are thousands less now than under communism, when the church was helping the opposition. What does he find that young people want from the church today?
They expect love. They really want to be honest with them. Those are very important things, like love, honesty and understanding.
Sounds good.
The tradition is that people greeting and waving all the time through the whole way. And drivers also do this, so it's so nice, it's motivating somehow.
To powiedz im, żeby my idziemy jako ostatni, że oni muszą iść wszyscy do przodu.
Here we go. I think that means go faster.
I think,
And after 3 hours on the road, well, my feet were beginning to complain. I'm tired! The first rest stop offered a chance to get some advice. So what are the survival techniques?
Czasami bywa ciężko, odciski są na...
There are special doctors here who help them, especially when they have some injuries here with the shoes. So they help them.
And where will they sleep?
Gdzie śpicie?
Śpimy różnie, w szkołach.
They live in schools or in houses of people who have very hospitality here in Poland, or in villages and places where animals also live sometimes.
But there was no such hospitality for the priest who attempted to convert a nation of pagans in 997.
So this chapel is memorizing the mission of San Wojciech. He landed here, baptized Gdansk, and started his mission in the country of the pagan tribes of Prussians.
So at that time, everybody was just believing in
trees, saint valleys, spirits of ascensors. He's preaching in a holy valley of the pagans. So after a couple of days of his mission, they killed him. His mission was a total failure because his country stayed pagan and they killed him. And
wow.
So we are no longer barbarians, don't worry.
Back on the road, some very civilized young men had some very bad news. How many have we done now? How many kilometers have we done so far?
10, 12, 11.
Oh, you're joking.
If you're exhausted, you can ask God for some help.
And so it came to pass that the pilgrims did help us continue on our journey. And we did bid them farewell. Have fun!
Bye!
With love and thanks.
Have a nice day!
We switched from a journey with a spiritual end to one leading us towards economic nirvana. Come on! Put some muscle into it! Out of Poland's abandoned railways, this train enthusiast has founded a successful leisure business. Tom, what's the technique?
So what's the technique?
Nie ma techniki!
There's no technique.
So Tom, this is your hobby and your business?
To jest i hobby, i biznes.
Yes, that's both of it.
Whereabouts did the idea come from for your business?
Marzenia z dzieciństwa. Chciałem mieć...
Being a small boy, he wished to have a big steam train, but he couldn't afford it, so he bought this kind of handcart.
Poles seeking a weekend in the country hire his specially designed carts. It's an ingenious use of a rail system that's seen a 50% drop in use since the end of communism.
So the dog is defending the last station.
Okay, so here used to be a station, yeah?
Lapino.
Łapino.
Łapino. So when do you think this would have closed up, this station?
1994.
So not very long ago.
Mijamy właśnie stację Łapino, która jest...
Station which used to be very busy, and it had like 3 tracks and trains going both directions. Now it's only forest.
This railway is about 120 years old. It's very useful for transport because you can skip the main city, Gdansk. It used to be very useful. Now it's like, you know, old-fashioned or something.
But forget the train spotting, Tom's really in the business of facilitating silliness. This has been brilliant fun, am I right? Has this been brilliant fun? They're saying that the economy here in Poland is improving and doing better because people like you, entrepreneurs, Polish entrepreneurs, are driving the economy.
To jest mała ekonomia, to jest malutki biznes.
He doesn't think he deserves any medal. It's just his small business and fun.
Yes, I know, but you know, you had the fall of communism, you've had terrible economic times, and you guys are doing better now.
Tak jest i dlatego teraz jeździmy drezynami.
That's why we're now handcarting. The trains are still somewhere in the future.
Modesty or the black humour of the Slavs? Probably both. But we thought he deserved some recognition. Bravo! Bravo! Maestro, maestro! We left the countryside for the extremely urban, one of the world's biggest housing blocks.
This is a Falowiec block, built in the 70s, of almost 1 kilometer of land and almost 6,000 people living here.
So this is a communist block, typical
Exactly.
sort of communist block.
It looks quite ugly, in my opinion.
It has its beauty if you like weird things, if you look for science fiction style, you know, landscapes.
I'm not from Star Trek or something.
We'd come to meet a singer who's inspired by his work here.
Dzień dobry.
Selling connections to the internet.
Sometimes dogs are in, so it's dangerous. Proszę pani, internet był za darmo. No i pani miała drugi. Nie.
She's preparing for death.
What?
Well, she's got problem with health.
She told you she's preparing.
Yes.
She has more serious things in her mind than the new internet.
Yes, a lot of people has very serious things, with problems with this society, with Poland, you know, with government, and they tell me this thing.
While Poland's economy grew at over 6% in 2007, Bartek sings about those who feel left behind. And why didn't you go to, say, the UK and work?
Because I have to write about Polish people, not about English.
One of the subjects of his ire is another part of Tri-City, the Polish holiday hotspot, Sopot.
The people who are living here, they are sometimes very poor, and they don't have money to pay for the flats, for the apartments.
Do you guys feel that way at all?
A place to live here, it will be wonderful, but it's so expensive.
Or is it losing its Polish tradition, do you think?
Yes.
Local restaurant owners, they are blackmailed to move out from the city. Only people with big money, they are building new clubs, Western-made.
So now we have to look like, I don't know, like from fashion magazine. There's a big guy at the door who is not letting you in.
Ultimately, it's Sopot's famously sandy beaches that draw to town the kind of people that upset Bartek.
Musisz dzisiaj być na topie. Załóż sygnet, głupi chłopie. Załóż łańcuch jak u krowy. Kup Rolexa, kolczyk nowy. I pakowałeś całe lata. Żarłeś metkę, dałeś brata. A to wszystko łysapało, żeby laski dobrze rwało. Pokemon, jedzą go fruftony. Pokemon, krótko strzyżony i riam pam pam. Riam pam pam.
Very good!
It's better than Bob Dylan.
For my final evening, Jędrzej took us away from all that commercialism to Gdynia for an evening on a secluded beach. This is your typical night out?
For me, it's much better than just go to the pub.
No combustion gases. It's beautiful.
All we had to do was build a fire. But while they said they'd done this before, I wasn't so sure. Luckily, some adults arrived
Hey, Piotr.
to help us with the difficult bit. Well, this is the end of our 48 in Miasto, and I think I can finally say it right.
This time it was just perfect.
Agata, thank you for being a beautiful maiden.
Thank you, Amanda. It was just great.
Mr. Romance over there, you're loving this, no doubt?
Yeah, of course. I'm making a song about our program.
And in case you're wondering, after 16 days of walking, Marta and the Pilgrims did finally get their moment with the Black Madonna.
By nie zginął polski naród.